going to go ahead and start our history lesson today. We're going to be looking at New Zealand. That's a place that we're going today. So that's going to be fun, isn't it? Let's see if we can look at our map, at our world map, and see if, I don't think that's going to let us find it. Let me see if I can go back. Oh, there we are. All right, let's turn it around so we can see. Okay, so let's see where we are. We live here. Do you know where New Zealand is? Remember we studied Australia? Remember that? We also studied Hawaii is way over here. Here's Australia. New Zealand is this little island area here. Now it's bigger than Hawaii, isn't it? Way bigger than Hawaii. But it is an island, and it's to the southeast of Australia. So let's see if we can look at our pages then. Let's see. I think we're going to go back to page 39. And I'm going to have to turn this back around. There we go. Now, we're going to be on a jet ski to New Zealand. All right. Now, I'm going to read on this page about New Zealand. And I want you to follow along, okay? So make sure that you follow with me. Life jackets on. It's time to go from Australia to New Zealand on our jet ski. Seems like a good day for it, so let's get going. What is New Zealand like, you ask? Well, it's made up of a North Island and a South Island. And because there's a lot of volcanic soil here, the soil is very good for growing plants, including lush grass for the sheep and cattle. The volcanic activity also means there are lots of geysers and hot springs from the heat underground. The use of wool from the sheep for clothing is very important here. And it shows because there are many more sheep than people. Every nation has a capital city or more than one capital, and Wellington is the capital of New Zealand, the southernmost national capital in the whole world. That means that no other nation's capital is as far south on the earth, and is even though it's the closest of any country capital to Antarctica, the weather is actually very mild. Oh, and New Zealand was actually the first country in the world to give all women the right to vote in 1893. Look at this guy. He's on a jet ski. Look how pretty the water is there. New Zealand must be a beautiful place. And to be so far south, nearer to Antarctica, it's not cold there, is it? That's pretty interesting. Let's look at this page. When we talk about products that certain countries provide, you might wonder what comes from New Zealand. Well, this wonderful island nation provides a lot of the wood for paper and buildings. Now, at one time, there were a lot of kauri trees that were cut down. What is so bad about that is that these take about 1,000 years to mature, living for about 2,000 years. These amazing trees are being protected now. Look at this kauri. I don't know if you say kauri or carry tree. It's a big tree and it takes a long time for it to grow. See this man? Look at this place. Isn't that beautiful? Mount Cook. That's a beautiful place in New Zealand. Let's find out about this man and why he's important to New Zealand. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. And while it's not in New Zealand, the first person to climb up Mount Everest was from Auckland, New Zealand. His name was Sir Edmund Hillary, and he climbed up the mountain in 1953. He practiced for his climb by going up a rocky Mount Cook here. Sometimes you can learn to climb a big mountain by starting to practice on smaller mountains. That's always good to know. So he actually climbed to the top of Mount Everest, which is the tallest mountain in the world. But he practiced on this mountain. That is a good thing before you do something really big like climb Mount Everest, to practice on something smaller, isn't it? I think so. Let's turn the page. Look how beautiful this is. Oh my gracious. Look how beautiful. See the stars? I believe this is a cave maybe. God has made many wondrous things for us to see around the world. If you go to Waitamo Caves on the North Island. You can see the amazing glowworms. That's not stars, that's glowworms. I thought it was stars. Wow, that's interesting. They're inside of a cave. It looks like the night sky, doesn't it? Beautiful. Wow. Look at these beautiful pictures. Oh, beautiful forest and a river. Thousands of these beautiful creatures of God light up the cave while you travel through it. One of many other beautiful things to see in this country is Hagley Park in Christchurch, a wondrous park with gorgeous gardens. It was created in 1855 so people could enjoy trees and flowers and other wonders anytime they wanted. Isn't that beautiful there? Wow, just beautiful. Let's look at this page. All right, can you go ahead and, well, this asks you our talk time. What is something big you would like to do one day that maybe taking small steps now could get you started? Is there something big that you'd like to do? Maybe be a doctor. If you want to be a doctor, maybe now you can start by getting really good at science and understanding how to communicate with people, learning about the human body. Maybe you would like to be an astronaut and go into space. Well, if you're going to do that, you'll have to learn a lot about science and history. So little things now can help you do those big things later. Now, your activity today is to make a tent in your room, but I have a sneaking suspicion that Mom may not want you to. But if you want to, and if she lets you, then you can. And you can pretend like it's that big cave in this cave, the Waitamo Cave in the northern part of New Zealand. And don't forget to do your thankful page. Can you write one thing that you're thankful for? Maybe today you could say you're thankful for glowworms or beautiful places. Okay? Good deal. That's all for today.